With early origins dating back to 150 BC, tequila is one of today's most popular spirits produced. Whether enjoying it on the rocks or forcing your bartender to mix it in a strawberry margarita mix, it is a must-have at any restaurant and or bar. It is a distilled beverage made out of the blue agave plant, primarily located in the area surrounding the city of Tequila, which is about 65 kilometers, or, like me, 40 miles northwest of Guadalajara. It can also be said that drinking tequila is the best drink to avoid hangovers, but only if it's a pure agave plant and premium tequila, not any of this sugar, trashy stuff you're drinking. Its increase in popularity over the last decade has seen people like George Clooney, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Kendall Jenner, Bryan Cranston taking their shot at the tequila agave market. Does every tequila taste the same? Can you tell the difference in price point? Watch along as we drink to the bottom of these next 3 bottles to find out.
Welcome to Bro Taste This.
So the first one we're drinking is Campo Azul Selecto. Cheers. This is 100% agave. It is $32 a bottle, so this is actually our cheapest version, and we're gonna work our way up to something special we have later on as well. Shall we stop talking and take a sip?
Let's sip away. Bombs away, folks.
Oh my god. Dude, I had flashback from Juan's wedding for a second. I will say the smell, very earthy, piney.
That's a good way to describe it. Very piney,
Yeah.
very kind of welcoming from my point of view. I'm a very,
It smells warm.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's strong, it's potent, but doesn't overwhelm you with its...
No, it's not aggressively bad.
Exactly.
It does have an element of citrus to it. This is very, honestly, for $30 a bottle, this is probably the smoothest cheap bottle I've tasted. Because like Jose Cuervo and like Hornitos,
Yuck.
God, those will punch you in the face.
Oh yeah, especially Jose Cuervo.
Yeah, those are not good. Honestly, if you just want something for around the house that you don't mind, sharing with friends, and I wouldn't do this as a shot. I would probably do this on the rocks or like with a mixture of like club soda, tonic, or possibly just simply like freshly squeezed lime juice.
Or if
I
you're
think
more
that's
of my
fine.
kind of up to speed, maybe a citrus, like a drink, maybe a sauce or soda, kind of like a squirt.
Dude,
Or
squirt
the
with
Sprite.
tequila goes so hard. God.
Or the new Sierra Mist, Starry Mist. I think that's what it's called. Look into it first.
Alright, on to the next one.
On to the next one.
Before we move on.
Whoa.
Out of 5 bros, I give this 4.
4?
For the price point, I think this is really, really solid. Yeah.
Honestly, the only complaint I gotta say about this is that
Yeah, we only talked about
the aftertaste of it is just, it could be a little bit better. It doesn't burn when it goes down,
It
but
does
the
not.
aftertaste kind of makes you wish you weren't
Yeah.
drinking it.
And it's also,
So I gotta go 3 out of 5 on this one. It's not as strong. It's very inviting, but afterwards you gotta mix this in, like you said, with some citrusy drinks or water. But definitely 3 out of 5.
perfect. Let's move on to the next one.
Let's go on to the next one.
On to bottle number 3. This is La Herradura Ultra Tequila Añejo. This is for retails for about $60.
Now, for our English listeners, what did you just say there?
The name of the tequila, Herradura. This is actually aged for 49 months, which is a little bit over 4 years. Yeah, I'm excited to try this. I've never had it before in my life. One thing I want to point out, the first one was 100% agave. This one is also 100% agave. Which for tequila, that's what you kind of want to go for to avoid hangovers, avoid anything sugary, so they're not adding a bunch of mixtures to it. But
It makes it more organic, more natural to the taste and to the body. Much like the smells that are coming off of this tequila.
I will say it smells oaky.
Okay.
It smells slightly sweet.
Yes, definitely getting the sweet notes of it.
Kind of worries me because when you're smelling something sweet, you're like, is this gonna mess me up afterwards?
But it's not too sweet. You know, it doesn't smell like artificially sweet.
Shall we dive in?
Let's dive in.
Wow.
This tastes like popcorn. Wow, this is delicious.
That is so good. Dude, it's sweet like caramel. It's buttery.
That is a great way to say it. It leaves like a buttery taste in your mouth.
Dude, this is so good.
To the point where it doesn't leave you exasperated. Your tongue is nice and wet with deliciousness notes of, like you're saying, this sweet agave. You can really taste. Yes.
Yeah, you don't need. I would drink this over the rocks, like 1 or 2 ice cubes, and just let it sink.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing. Wow. Cons: if you like tequila to pack a punch, this is not it. Pro: everything else. Its taste, its flavor. You don't even feel like you're drinking tequila. You would think like, oh, this is some sort of like spiced rum or vodka. That is amazing.
Comparing the two aftertaste after it lingers in your mouth.
You like the aftertaste of this.
Oh my god, it's much more inviting.
Yeah.
It's so good.
God, that is so good.
And I gotta give this 4 out of 5. This would be a 5 out of 5.
It is still pricey.
That's the point. That's the point.
It is $60, which, to be fair, is a pretty penny.
It's
like
upper tier. You know, with $60, it's just a new middle class now. Am I right, Foilers? Am I right? All right.
Shall we? I give it 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5?
Yeah, I think its price point is still like $60 is nothing to laugh at. Like, it is still pretty expensive. But if you want to have something nice in your collection, or if you want to give something to a friend, you know, perhaps a bachelor party, perhaps you know, anything that's coming out, I think that is a perfect bottle to give someone.
Yep.
Because you would undeniably finish it by the end of the night.
Exactly, and you can be proud of that gift to give that to them.
You'd be like, I'm gonna give this to you, knowing that we're both gonna drink it in about an hour.
Yeah, if a friend gave me Jose Cuervo, that'd be in the back of the cabinets. It is going to the front.
I'd be like, listen here, Jose. How fucking dare you bring this trash to my party?
No.
If people show up to your house with Jose Cuervo, that means they don't like you and they don't want to be invited again.
It shows other people what they think about you.
It shows poor character. They're probably lazy.
Definitely.
And they don't work hard.
Yep. They're sending the worst.
Although those two can be probably classified the same.
All those
lazy and don't work hard.
Exactly.
Cheers, brother.
Oh, cheers.
To the viewers, we have every Instagram girl's favorite bottle to pretend to drink, Clase Azul, founded in 2000 by Arturo Lomelli. This is a staple in the tequila world. Obviously, number one, the beautiful design on the bottle, 2, the bell on top, and apparently it's great taste. I've only had this, I think, twice before, one at a friend's party and one at a restaurant. So,
wow.
Very grateful to be sharing this third experience with you.
Oh, yes. The price point on this bad boy, you're looking anywhere from about $160 to about $180, depending on the state taxes and the legalization.
I've also seen it go for like $230, depending on where you're at.
Exactly, see?
So, cheers.
Let's dig in. Wow. You know, it's crazy. Every time that I take a sip of this drink, it's a new experience for me. Because I'm just blown away that a tequila could be crafted so well and so pure like this. And this is a Casa Azul, correct?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is amazing. It's nothing from what I remember it tasting like beforehand. I think this is an interesting tequila. It tastes, you're drinking it almost like a flat white wine.
That's a great way to describe it.
Just a white wine that's been sitting out with the cap off overnight, and you're like, fuck it, I'll dig into it.
Yeah, a couple of the bros over, a couple of the girlfriends over. Pop this bad boy out.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, I think it's expensive for a reason.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
Like, you can clearly tell that a lot of craft goes into it.
Mhm.
And yeah, this is an amazing tequila. However,
However,
is this $100 better than the last one? Because
Is
I
it
would
worth
say
it?
no. Obviously, it comes with a lot of prestige. You have this cool bottle. The bottle alone is probably worth like, $40, $50 on its own.
on its own.
Is this bottle, are we saying that this bottle is truly $100 better than the last one?
Now, see, here's
My
the
opinion is no.
Here's the thing, though. I have to argue with this. Now, it's the taste. The bottle, the canter, the design, beautiful, top notch. Does increase its value, but let's not take away the hard work of the actual liquor. The tequila, it is smooth like butter. It is
very smooth.
glideful. It floats in your mouth. It doesn't burn it. It doesn't leave a nasty aftertaste.
It smells fantastic. It barely smells like any of the harsh tequila. What I've noticed as we progress through the 3 levels is that the more expensive you get, the less tequila you smell. So people say they don't like tequila, maybe they just have not had the opportunity, and it is very expensive to have that nicer bottle on the top shelf.
Exactly.
Which makes sense, because obviously when people think tequila, they're like shots of Patron, shots of Don Julio. I will say, for all 3 of the drinks we had, I would recommend not mixing them. And if you are going to mix them, I would say try to stick to very fresh, organic ingredients. Using that blue agave nectar, using fresh lime juice. If you are going to mix some sugar in it, try to go out of your way to use like fresh simple syrup or like agave nectar. Because all 3, I feel like you're missing the elements of tequila. For this one, the smell, very simple, vanilla, almost citrusy, but not. I wouldn't really even include that in there. And then for taste, I would say cocoa, butter, a lot of the same ones from the one before.
Very savory notes. Definitely
Yeah.
tasting with that.
Yeah.
As opposed to any too scurvy, bitter, citrusy kind of a taste.
Is that something you associate with?
When I do my alcohol taste sessions, I always look if this will give me scurvy or not. How useful is this in combating scurvy?
What's the answer? 9 times out of 10.
9 times out of 10?
Probably not going to give you scurvy.
Not going to give you scurvy. So if you're looking for any safe drinks, I would definitely recommend this one. Now, is it worth the extra $100? From this bro's point of view, I say treat yourself and put it in the bag.
Daddy's had a good year.
Now, if things are pretty rough at work and you're on your last legs,
You're on probation. You're allowed one more call-in before the end of the year. That's the end of the fiscal year, so it's until April of next year.
exactly, you gotta wait a whole nother calendar year.
Yeah.
I would settle for the Hurenduren.
The Herradura?
La Huradura.
Yeah. Before we move on, I'm giving this 4 out of 5 bros.
4 out of 5.
Yeah. I think its price point is so high that for 180, I better rock my socks off. And it gets up to there, but not quite.
Your socks are still on.
They're still on, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Lucky for me, my socks and my pants are all off.
You're giving this 5 out of 5?
5 out of 5. I'll tell you what. I'm up here in my little high castle. You all down there with your little nice tequilas. I'm over here.
I mean, this is worth 3 times. That means for one of these bottles, you get 3 of the previous Herradura. Think about, just from a quantity standpoint, that's ridiculous. You're better off getting 3 bottles. Not just for hey, get more bottles, but just the sheer value.
True. But I've always been a quality guy over quantity.
Fair enough.
And not to discredit the Hurenduren, but the more the plentiful, the better. I forgot what I was saying there. I lost 1 point. Folks, this has been a great video. I give it 5 out of 5.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos like this. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much.
And let us know in the comments what drinks you want us to try next. We have the funds now.
Cheers.
Thank you.